السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته وضيال إذا هانتين بكسود وهذا مدشة فرن على واسيدي أنا هريد وبوشة من الوحات كتاوان كتان برنامج قوس ورئيسيو يوليبا دقيسي وعاد كلاس عن إنسان راديها سومالي كندا أحد والبا لبيه طبعا كإلا يكون دخولنا أديكو كدقيسن كراسي جيسان النت هي سجيت عشان FM أنت أي إذا عاد حوله كدرتو sida caadada ah waxaan samayn doonaa barnaamijyo kala duwan balse toddobaadyadan inta uu jiro wareerka ku saabsan cudurka coronaviruska haddii ilaa yidhaahdo waxaad daawan doontaan barnaamijyo aan kusoo qaadanayno macluumaadka la xiriira cudurkaas haatan waxaan idiin haynaa barnaamij gaaban oo ku saabsan booliiska Edmonton qaybta xiriirka ama communicationka oo iyagu warbixin ka bixinayo Alberta Avenue dawadayaal waxaa la yidhaahdaa wadadaas 118 Avenue marka ay kasoo bilaabato Nade College ilaa iyo Northland waa halka Wayne Gretzky uu ku yaalo sida aad ogtihiinna dhulkaas waxaa ku yaala ganacsiyo badan oo ay Soomaalidu leedahay aan idin kala dhexbaxo booliiska oo warbixin ka bixinayay Carrot Club oo ku yaalo 118 Avenue iyo 94th Street.
Hi everybody, I'm Keith Johnson. I'm an inspector with the Edmonton Police Service. When we talk about communications, I'm in charge of the 911, the call evaluation, and the dispatch for the Edmonton Police Service. I'm a almost 24-year member of the service, tell by my bags underneath my eyes here. Prior to that, I spent the majority of my career on patrol. Prior to about the last 18 months of being into comms, we call it, or police communications branch, I was a duty officer for 18 months. So for those of you that don't know, the duty officer is the street boss for the city. Once in a while you'll see a white shirt on TV at 2 in the morning answering something. That would be my old position. And prior to that I was a staff sergeant and actually worked with Andrew as well in North and the Northeast Division. I was a watch commander up there for 4 years. Which is essentially you're the operations boss for the division. So I was in charge of course, managing and priority calls for service. Now, just quickly, as far as what we do, we have, when you call 911, I have approximately, including my casual and myself, I have 189 people that I work with. It's a very big branch of the service. We're called Police Communications Branch is also what's called the primary PSAP. It's the primary public service answering point for the city. You call 911, whether it's for police, fire, or ambulance, it comes to either our headquarters on the 4th floor downtown, or it will go to our Southeast Division. We have 2 active sites. We're the only place in the country where we operate 2 simultaneous operations center, because my biggest worry is backhoe digging up my fiber line and then suddenly your 911 doesn't work. We answer from July 2018 to June 2019, we answered 850,000 911 calls. So you can see what the volumes are. Of those 850,000, 590,000 gets moved over to police to evaluate. And out of all of that, 175,000 calls are dispatched to police officers out on the street. So you're working around 29 to 33% of when people call the police as far as whether or not we send you a car or not. Now, along with that, it's important to know is that when you call 911, it's very, we'll get into some Q&As as well, but a police officer, you will not speak to a police officer. You speak to a civilian employee of the Edmonton Police Service. We approximately, out of the 189 people, there's only about 50 sworn officers left. Part of my mandate is to completely civilianize all of our police communications. But as it stands right now, when you call 911 or when when a person is evaluating your call, you know, somebody's breaking into my garage, you are talking to a civilian employee of the service. So anyway, I'll leave it at that, but I look forward to answering your questions. I'll do the best I can in regards to that, yeah, I think that's about it.
Hi, my name's Andy Weaver. I'm one of the beat sergeants for Northwest Division. Ashley and I, we have teams of 1 and 6 is what we call it, so 1 sergeant, 6 constables. We work a pattern where one of us is days and one of us is nights, so when we work roughly from a Wednesday to a Saturday, which historically are our busy times on the app. Our main function is to act as community lead and also public order and disorder disruption. We roughly work from, we cover from around 101 Street all the way down 118 Avenue to 79th Street, about 2 or 3 blocks north and south of that. We go up 82 Street and we go down 95 Street to 111 Ave. There are our rough areas. We're dedicated to that area. We're not your only police here, patrol still is here, but we supplement those. So that's why we're not 24 hours and 7 days a week. We're just in the busy times. So we're always at the coffee with the coffee, and you'll see us on the bikes in the summer and walking out for.
waa tahay daawadayaal halkaas ayay noogu eg tahay warbixintii gaabneyd ee booliska Edmonton ay kusoo jeedinayeen Alberta Avenue. haddii eebaha idmo waxaad naga daawan doontaan muuqaalo kale dhowaan ha moogaanina inaad axadda dhegaysataan idaacadda Soomaalida kasoo galaysa 88.5 FM iyo CJSR Barnamijka marka ay saacadu tahay 12 ilaa iyo 1 duhurnimo tan iyo kulantideena dambe is arag dambe oo